In this video, I'll give a demonstration on how to use Google Maps for students and for creating custom maps. If you go to maps.google.com, you will come to this page here, and notice that I already have a link for my custom maps because I have created custom maps and I have custom maps shared with me by students. And so every time I've taken students to the computer lab to work with Google Maps, the interface has changed. This is the latest release of the Google Maps engine, and it's pretty useful. Let me show a few examples of what students have created, and then I'll get into the step-by-step instructions. So this is one that students created and shared with me, a manifest destiny, although they labeled it manifest destination. And there's various things here on the map that they've described, as you notice, by lines and place marks, and they got really involved with this. Here's another one where territories and acquisitions are shaded. This one I thought was very interesting because students were able to embed images and other multimedia content. I did see a world history teacher online use this, and it was a tour of the world that students had created using the Google Maps engine. Notice even the detail of the placemark icons that this group went through. So let me demonstrate how to do this with students. So instruct students to go to maps.google.com, and the first step is to click on the gear icon down here in the lower right corner. Click the gear, then My Places. This page comes up. Then click Create Map, and the new Maps engine will load. So I will select Create a New Map, and then it's in here that I can add in information. I can add layers, and that creates categories here. I can import data from a CSV file or a spreadsheet, or I can simply search for items. So I will search for the Castillo de San Marcos in St. Augustine. Notice Google has already found it for me, and I will add this as a placemark to my map by clicking Add to Map. And so it's under this layer here. Let's say I want to give this layer a title, and we'll make it Early Settlements. Then maybe I want to find Jamestown, Virginia. Of course, I'd be looking for the archaeological site, and I'll add that to my early settlements map. So now I already have two early settlements. And this is just one example. I could then create a line of some kind. So let me back out here, and maybe I'll create a line for demarcating English and Spanish territory. Let me scroll my map here, and the Altamaha River, I could be even more precise and find the river, but this would have been the original boundary between English Georgia and Spanish Florida. And so I'll call this a boundary, and obviously I could add much more content in here. So hopefully this demonstration was helpful to you. One thing I learned, I had made step-by-step instructions on how to do everything with Google Maps. And then I took students to the lab and found that Google Maps had changed slightly, and those directions were already out of date. So now what I do is I give a brief demonstration like this to students, and then I let students figure it out. And with this new Google Maps engine, back in November of 2013, my students taught me how to use it because it was brand new for me too. And that's really exciting when the teacher gets to learn from the students. The last step, once these custom maps are created, is the Share button. Just like Google Docs, Google has now added the Share button to Google Maps. If I click the Share button, I have a variety of options who I can share this map with. Under Invite People, students can now invite other members of their group to also edit the map. Editing the map collaboratively is a great tool, but it's not live, unlike Google Docs. So students do have to be careful and maybe divide and conquer and assign tasks to one another on who's going to create which parts of the map. This is the link that then students would share with me. Usually they just add my address here, or they change the sharing settings to anyone with the link, and then post the link on our learning management platform, which is known as Schoology. I hope that this demonstration was helpful to you. As always, you are welcome to email me or contact me via Twitter or check out my website. Thank you.